Hello and welcome to the fifth installment of the Bean Times podcast with your host Connor Galbraith and co-host
Wes Brewer.
So, middle of the night, I'm coming back from my girlfriend's house and I'm like, hey brother of mine.
It's like 10 o'clock right now.
I would like to go to Wes's house, and he was like, okay.
So I told him okay to come to my house at like, he said he was going to be here at like 8:45, right?
Mm-hmm. And okay. Plans kind of got changed.
Plans changed, and he came over here, it was probably like 9:30, right?
And I wait for him to open the door, and he's like, hey man, you gotta stay outside. My balls are in the air.
Yeah, you see, when he didn't show up, I was like, I'm gonna take my pants off because no one else was at the house.
You know, it's appropriate response. You know, pants off.
I like to be
watching other podcasts, studying, excelling.
Yes, I was watching a different podcast, so I could do better on this one.
Yes, but anyways, the news of today. Wes got a job.
They hired
him.
Actually,
McDonald's hired him.
McDonald's hired my 15-year-old ass. I came in there, that interview, I was like, I was supposed to come in for an interview at 4, and they were like, yes, you are. Sit down.
And then he was like, ma'am, I'm going to give you a handshake. And she's like, no, it's cool.
We fist bumped, dog.
They fist bumped. You know, he had the job right then.
Yeah.
She knew.
And I think that I'm the only person that goes to McDonald's and like for an interview, and I'm pretty sure anyone else who goes to McDonald's wouldn't dress up for the interview.
Yeah, I mean, we were taught.
My sister was telling me that one of her friends just went in like normal clothes.
Why? You gotta be dressed to impress.
That's exactly what I was thinking, and like my mom would have told me to change if I didn't. If I just wore a t-shirt. Anyway.
I mean, like we had a class last year. It was like a business class, and it was like, dress up for your interview, even if it's McDonald's.
And we're an FBLA, so
exactly. Because we're future business leaders of America, baby.
Yeah.
But anyways, so they're like, dress up. So guess what we do? We dress up, except for I don't.
Dude, I had this nice, like, flower Hawaiian shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was like the flamingo shirt.
I have no idea where that is. I have a flamingo shirt, and I lost it.
And it was awesome. Flamingo. Just
I bought it going to Branson with our friends, and our friend's mom called me gay, like, the entire time that we were going there, because, like, we were playing a game in the car.
Why did she call you gay? I remember she doing that. But
no, because you remember when we were playing the game in the car?
Oh, yeah.
That you have to name the celebrity?
We played a game in the car to where you would have to, like, go around, and the first name of the celebrity had to, like, match the last.
No, it was their last. Okay, the last name digit, the first name of their last digit.
Yeah.
Had to be, like, the first name of the next person.
The first letter of the last name, like, somebody would say a name, like, Tom Hanks.
And I would say, like, Henry Allen.
Harold Johnson.
If that was a famous person, you know?
So it would just go like that.
And I don't know, something was said, and then I said, but I wanted the D.
So Riley's mom just made fun of me the entire time.
Because she called me gay the entire time, and then I bought a pink flamingo shirt, and she's like, faggot.
I think it's obvious that Wes wants the D. That's what she was thinking.
It was stupid as hell.
But McDonald's, we have a conspiracy. We don't know what is wrong.
The way I signed up for that was the weird. I sent in a text message, right? And then they asked me like some standard questions, like, "Are you legally allowed to work in America and stuff?
Have you committed a crime?
Have you committed crimes?" One of them was, "Are you 16?" And I said no to that question, right? Because I'm not 16. And then it asked me a couple more questions. Like, it was a robot texting me these things. Yeah. And at the bottom, I said, I am 15. I typed that out. And it's a real person that texts you back because eventually at some point...
Yeah, they get the location of the McDonald's and then the hiring manager texts you back.
The hiring manager said, come in for an interview on 2 o'clock Wednesday.
And so he did. But thing was...
I got rescheduled to 4, but that doesn't really matter.
But before... I was the one that told Wes to do this because we were like, one of us has got to make it into this job.
We were talking about it, and then, boom, McDonald's showed up they're hiring. That was crazy.
We had the same answers to the question and all of that. And even I asked my friend that works at McDonald's, and she was like, yeah, no, they only hire 16-year-olds.
No, but they can hire 15-year-olds.
Yeah, the website of McDonald's says that they can hire 15-year-olds.
And, like, they gave me the job, like... Yeah. They can't take it back at this point because they told me to go to orientation.
Yeah.
They had me fill out like stuff about like
Mr. Manager,
what like size shirt, pants, and belt that I need.
Sorry, takesies backsies.
And I'm getting kind of scared because they haven't told me when orientation is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make a call to them tomorrow and be like, "Hey, you look at my application." And they're gonna be like, "No, son, you're 15," and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, okay.
Well, okay. What I'm saying is that mention that you hired a 15-year-old.
My pal hired
You mention my name,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, he can't work here." Then I would know for sure. But I'm very scared that I would go in there and they're like,
"Yeah, you're underage."
But like on all the paperwork I filled out, because I had to fill out tax forms and stuff. I filled out my birth year on a bunch of on some McDonald's.
He said he was
forms
like
as well.
15, like 16 times. It doesn't.
So if they don't know, then like I'm gonna be kind of pissed off at them
Quite dense.
because like.
I feel like he should get some compensation.
They'd just be blue balling me by just leading me on. They just lead me on and they just fucking smack me in the face.
Getting a job of under 15 here is so hard unless you know somebody, because every single business here is family run.
Dude,
they don't want to hire people.
Everyone knows everyone, and I hate that about our town.
And I don't know people. So like I could work for my stepdad. My stepdad owns a local marina here, which if you don't know what a marina is where they, they store the boats. They store the boats and sell the boats. I could work there. That's the only place I could work.
But that's only open during the summers.
Yeah,
So
when the water is warm is the only time they actually work there. And the water's pretty cold right now. I've been outside.
So it's kind of chilly water right now, guys, if you don't know.
And so, like, there's nothing you can do. I want to work at this coffee place, and there's like, sorry, son, we are a family-run business from, like, 1600s. We cannot work with you. And I'm like,
Dude, and the thing is, Connor would make such a good, like...
Coffee man.
Coffee man. He's so...
I would be the coffee guy. Coffee guy.
But y'all probably can't tell just from the podcast, but, like, Connor is just, like, so, like...
The coffee man.
Coffee. Like, he would be perfect. And I don't...
I
There's
could
no real
see
explanation for it. It's just that he's perfect for it.
And the only other place I would want to work on that, and we have a little strip that has like our coffee place or a little shop place.
Hey,
candy shop. That'd
maybe
be cool.
you could get in there though.
One of our teachers like bought a candy shop. We talked
know
about
their
in the
son.
last episode.
Honestly, Riley would probably have a good chance.
Yeah, our friend Riley
He's
has a
friends
really
with
good chance.
the teacher's child who
Yeah.
works there. They're both in bands.
I could just beg her, please give me a job, please. But she'd probably be like, sorry, son, we're only family run. And then I'd cry myself to sleep.
I wish
But-
I had art. She's an art teacher. I wish I had art.
She's a really cool art
Are you
teacher.
in art?
I'm not in art.
I thought
was
you
going
were
to be.
because your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend wanted me to be in art, but I was like, no, I have to go to robo class.
And then he got kicked out of Robo.
And then I got kicked out of robo class because
And now I'm in
counseling.
there with a sweetheart.
A sweet kid, but does not know what he's doing.
He does
at
not
all.
know what he's doing. So usually what I do is I let him play on his phone, and I put in my AirPods, and he just like talks to me, and I feel really bad because he's talking to me,
It's really sad.
but I can't hear him talk to me, and I feel bad, but it's like
This is just like, yeah.
I can't get anything done if I'm listening to him, and I can't help but listening to him, so I just
But anyways, they threw me into a random class, and we're just like, oh, sorry, son. It's already been 2 weeks since everybody's schedule changed. So
yeah,
we
they
can't
messed
really
up
get
his
you out of
schedule,
there."
and then they just took him all out of all the classes that I had with him.
Actually, but something that did happen was like, okay, I'm in a quiz bowl team with our friend Riley. We've mentioned quite a bit on the podcast. Hopefully, he's going to join us for an episode in the near future. But anyways, he was like, I was just like, Riley, where do you guys do quiz bowl at? I would like to join. And he was like, oh, just come to this teacher's room. And I was like, okay. And so I just went in there, and she was like, who are you? Get out of my room. And I was like, oh, I had you. You were my pre-AP teacher. And she was like, oh, why'd you leave, honey? And I was like, the counselor cucked me. I couldn't
He
leave.
took him out of the pre-AP class and put him into a regular like English class.
Because he was like, this is more beneficial for me, son. I'm very sorry.
What really he was trying to say is he like fucked
He
up.
does not. Yeah.
He fucked up.
But anyways, this teacher's awesome. She was like, oh, honey, it's fine. I can just sign you up for this college course, and you can get back into my stuff, which makes me get more stuff than I was going to get.
She is
at the
honestly
start.
my favorite teacher,
She's
and I
awesome.
usually, in general, don't like English teachers because
Yeah.
they're kind of stuck up. They're always stuck up usually, but she's so nice.
No, she's awesome. She cares about the kids and stuff. But she was like, oh, son, I'm going to get you into this test. You're going to go to this college, and you're going to get in my class again, because I love AP students. And I was like, yes! And she goes, this is a meeting of fate that we have been seen. And I was like, this is awesome.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you. You know what she did?
What?
She called like the parents of like a bunch of kids.
She called, like, everybody in the class
to compliment them.
That makes no sense. No teacher would ever do that for me.
That's crazy. My mom's like, your teacher called. I was like, oh my god, bro, what did I do? I was like, no. She was like, oh no, she was complimenting. I was like, yes.
Yeah. The only time teachers are like, I love your boy, he's amazing, he's Jesus, is like when I'm sick and throwing up and they're like, I miss him in my class so much, I miss him.
When really, they don't really know you exist because you just kind of stare at walls.
I really do.
If I'm not in the class or like one of our friends, then Connor doesn't do much.
I'm what is called I think it's ADD, but I think they classified it as the same thing as ADHD, instead of me being hyper, I can't focus at all. I can really push myself to focus. I've gotten a lot better over it over the year. But if one of my friends isn't there and I feel really lonely in a class, I will just stare at something.
That is how I feel at lunch.
Hours.
They took Connor out of my lunch, and we have like assigned seats in lunch because of COVID,
Yeah.
right? And we can't sit by anyone, and we can't move anywhere. And Connor's the only one that sat next to me, and they just took him. So I'm just like, just nothing, like the entire lunch period. I think everyone thinks I'm a loser.
It's
I have
sad.
no one to sit by, and they took him out for like no reason either.
I was
Makes me angry.
the lunch that I got moved to had one of our friends in it, Ben, one of our upperclassman friends, Ben.
Oh my God.
And he sat with a kid named Oscar, and he was super nice, and I was like, this will be fine. Oscar left the next day I got there because of me and started skipping school just to not be at lunch with me because he didn't know me, and I felt really bad, and I thought Oscar hated me.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
You
Well,
didn't tell me about that?
he ended up figuring out that since he's a senior, he can just dip from school. So I guess he just dropped most of his classes that he didn't need to.
Wait,
and now
was
he
it
just
was it
doesn't-
really because of you though?
I don't know if it was because of me. I'm assuming it is because it's very coincidental that he left the day after I got there.
I think he was like, there's too many people here. I don't think it
Probably.
was just personally.
I don't think it was personally that he
I think it
hated
was just
me
like,
that much.
there's kind of too many people here a little bit.
I know you guys don't know me in real life, unless some of you do, but I'm not that hard to get along with. I'll do my own thing.
I don't pretty much talk to anyone if you talk to him first.
Yeah, I mean it pretty much goes that way. But
Unless
I don't
you're
know.
just like,
if you don't talk to me, I'll
unbearable.
just stare at the table for about 30 minutes. It makes no sense. I will. You guys know the term dozing out or caught in dreamland. That is me half of the day.
dude, honestly, that's like me in math class, and I think that's why I'm going to fail that class. Because I'm just thinking about what if I could fly, and I just started flying right now, and then the class is over, and it's
Dude.
just so annoying. Cause I'm like, what happened? And I just end up going home and looking up all this stuff,
Yeah.
and getting a better understanding of it. 'Cause I love our math teacher.
Our math teacher's awesome.
She
She
has she definitely has dementia a little bit.
We have different math teachers, but
But she is my favorite teacher ever. She is just dude, she gets a bad rap too. Everyone complains about her.
yeah,
She's great.
My mom. This school has been around for a good bit, and its
I think
teachers have been here for a long
1965.
time. My mom had the same teachers I have.
Wait,
And
who was it?
Yeah.
My math teacher?
Oh no, she had my math teacher. His name is Coach Hansen, but my brother had your math teacher, and she hated him.
Why?
I absolutely hated. I don't know.
What did he do?
He didn't do anything.
He doesn't seem to be that kind of an annoying person.
He isn't. He's just he does it there. He has troubles with some stuff, but
That's normal.
he's not dumb. He doesn't have.
I'll tell you what sucks about that class though. She gives out this really hard fucking homework, and then the test is the easiest shit I've ever done in my life.
Yeah. My brother is really smart. He just has trouble reading because our family was blessed with not knowing how to read. It's dyslexia. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Well, I'm actually pretty good at reading, so
Wes is actually awesome. at
take
reading.
the L.
Take the L. Dude, it happens to me sometimes because mom thinks I have a minor version of it because the first second I look at a book, I'll sit there for 20 seconds and all the words will be doubled and I'm and then I focus and they all go back to place. And so I don't know.
What is that, buddy? You gotta.
I don't know.
I think we need to
I think
take
we
you
need to
somewhere,
have
buddy.
some-
You're going down to Loopy Town.
Loopy Town, but I don't get that. Dude, I think dozing out is pretty good and pretty bad at the same time though.
Yeah, because you have these cool thoughts,
Yeah.
and it's
Me-
whoa, this is cool, but how do math?
I'll do math, dude. I'll sit there at math and I'll be like, I gotta focus because I don't know what I'm doing. I got a 2-week leave because they suspected me of COVID.
I think you did have
Yeah. I had like all the symptoms of it. But anyways, I'm there. I don't know what I'm doing because I go to tutoring in the morning for it, and I'm still not learning that much about it because he's like, oh yeah, go up, down, loop-de-loop, and pull. And then I get in there, and he's like, x plus b squared equals d squared plus, and I'm Mr. Hansen.
It's easy. Dude, I'm in geometry, and I don't get it. I don't get why we switch from algebra to geometry and then algebra again.
I think we should just go algebra 1, algebra 2, and then geometry.
Or just skip it, because it really has no use.
Yeah. I mean, geometry is very specific for some job interviews. I think, personally, that geometry should be, like, an elective math.
Like for if you want to be like an architect.
If you want to be that stuff, then they should incorporate it into the classes. I don't know how it is as useful. I can see why algebra can be useful in some scenarios.
Algebra can be useful. I don't really like math at all, and I don't think it can be applied in any job field that I go into.
Well, I feel like algebra could be used a little bit in like we're interested in a medical career, like your basic white.
I want to be a radiologist. I sit in a dark room and look at X-rays. I don't need the fucking math.
Yeah, but I think it could be used for some stuff. I don't know exactly what, but it seems more useful than.
If you really, any time that you need math in like a medical field is take medical math.
It'd be pretty funny though in the future. Wes is taking an X-ray and he just looks at the lungs and he's like rhombus, and then just
Rhombus.
You have cancer.
Oh, sorry. I just understood geometry there. I went back on my geometry to figure out that's a rhombus, but you have cancer.
But I've gotten a lot better at dozing out and stuff.
You got better at it, like you.
Me in the zone of dozing out. People like ask me questions if I'm like okay because I don't. People say my eyes
looks like you're having a stroke, Connor.
Like dead, and I just stare at something. And sometimes I don't mean it, and this happens rarely. But I'll be staring at like a seat that nobody's there, and then somebody will come in the class, and I'll accidentally like stare at somebody, and then it'll be really awkward.
I'll do that like when I'm driving around with my brother. Mm-hmm. I'll just be like kind of staring at like his penis, but like I'm not trying to. Yeah. I'm just like I'm not looking there, but I'm just like kind of looking over. And he's like, "Why are you looking at my dick?" I'm like, "Oh,
look at that, Bubba."
Sorry, I was thinking of cool stuff.
Think about rocket ships.
And then it just sounds sus as hell.
But, anyways, so what else has been going on?
I don't know. I'm very scared about McDonald's.
Terrified about McDonald's. I think.
We should talk about how you have makeup on your face.
Oh yeah. My girlfriend.
I hate the way you say my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
You need to say it differently next time, or else I'm gonna get
just
angry and I'm gonna touch your eye.
Okay, my girlfriend Ariana.
Yep.
She's like, canvas. I'm gonna use you as a canvas for myself, and just decides to make up me. And I don't know. I look gorgeous in makeup.
Oh yeah, he's still got some eyeshadow on.
I have a lot of eyeshadow in. It looks like I got dumped at the prom.
It looks like
it's sad.
And his hair kind of looks whack right now because it's not all did.
Yeah. I work with what I got, and so I was like, you know what? I can do it too. I can do the makeup.
Connor can do the makeup.
And I don't know if you guys know woman makeup, but mascara is apparently for the eyelashes, and I learned that pretty hard tonight when I tried to smother it across her eyebrows, staining her forehead black.
Yeah, she's probably gonna...
I literally made these giant just charcoal marks on all over her face.
Are you stupid?
And didn't realize that they were permanent.
You have to... Oh my god, bro. Do you not know how to use makeup?
No!
It says where to apply it at and shit.
I did not read the instructions.
You should have just put paint on her head. That would have came off easier.
That was hilarious. Just paint somebody's face.
She probably have to like get those like alcohol pad, like rubber head with alcohol.
I think if she like goes ham enough with like her little makeup wipes, I think she can
those
do
are like
pretty
alcohol.
good.
They have alcohol in them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't they? Yeah, they do.
I don't know I don't get a lot of the stuff.
Well, like my mom has these like this little bottle. I don't know how to explain it, but you put a cotton ball on top, push down, and like alcohol comes up into and you can get makeup off like that. I think, or that might be for fingernails though.
I was at Walmart.
Are we at Walmart, huh?
I'm sorry to dip back into the dozing off questions, but me and Ariana we go into the makeup aisle because she wants me to go into the makeup
Oh,
aisle.
did you buy makeup for this?
She bought some because she
Okay,
was like
yeah.
running low and stuff. But I doze out because she's like, honey, look at this, I love this. This stuff is so good for my face, and I'm like, yes, honey, and I just stare at the wall.
Yes,
and
honey.
Somebody's staring at me for some reason, and I like awake from my dozed out state, and they look really concerned for some reason. I'm like, what are you? What is wrong?
I swear I think they had.
Yeah.
It looks like you're having a stroke, Connor.
No, they were concerned on me for one thing. Because the exact place I was looking at that I did not realize was the entire aisles of sex toys at Walmart.
Why are you looking at the sex?
I didn't see them. They were very far away, and my eyesight was like, yeah, there's nothing there. That's a wall.
That's a wall, dog.
And so this Walmart employee is like, can I help you, sir? I'm just like, oh, no, I'm
Where
good.
was Ariana?
She was like looking it over something else, and dude, I end up having like a panic attack while I'm in Walmart.
Did he come up to you? Was it like a Walmart guy?
It was like looking at me and he said something to me. I don't know what he said, but I just like turn around and we just keep going. And I feel like, I don't know, I started having like super anxiety in there.
What do you think he was gonna do? Get this
Nothing.
guy. He was looking at the sex toys.
Nothing. I don't know what happened. But anyways, I just felt like super panic attacky because there was a ton of people in Walmart and I was like, ugh. And it happened twice.
Twice, right? You looked at sex toys twice.
Not the sex toys. We had to go through the like girls aisle, you know, the
bra,
the booby aisle.
You gotta go through that kind of fast, or else
And dude,
people think you're weird.
I went through there and she stopped to look at something in this like this other couple, like this girl, this mom and her like daughter just dead stare me, and I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to be here either. You're making this a lot worse for me. Please stop.
How are you in the bra section?
Because we were trying to get over to the chip section at Walmart, and of course,
What kind of chips did you get?
I think we got. Why do you care?
What kind of chips you got?
We got the Cheez-It Snaps.
Those aren't chips. Okay, back to it.
But anyways, she's just staring at me, and I don't want to be there. And I'm like, Ariana, I'm gonna go. I just like dash over to the chips. And
Cheeses aren't chips.
anyway, so we get back to the car, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy to be out of there. And the same mom and daughter come out of the store.
They just follow you. They have that look.
Yeah.
This guy was looking at the bras. He's calling the cops, Connor.
No, their car was like parked right next to theirs. And the daughter was just staring at me the entire time she watched
Did you
the
know
car.
her?
No, I have no clue who this
How old do you
person
think
is.
she was?
She looked like she was about 13,
13.
and she was just dead staring at me. Entire car. Did not break eye contact.
Maybe she thought you were cute.
Yes.
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 That's
Obviously.
what you gotta think, Connor, because it's either that or they were like, this guy's a pedophile.
Dude, dead staring.
Why is he following this like short
And-
girl around?
I don't know how you guys feel, but if somebody dead stares me, I will immediately dead stare them back. Because,
Oh yeah.
yeah, if they're gonna do that to me, you know, what are they doing? Just stop looking at me. It's weird.
Look at me, bro.
So I just dead stare her for like 20 straight seconds, and
Have you ever accidentally dead stare someone?
yes, it's been horrible.
Yes.
And then I immediately break eye contact after that.
I actually did it because I was in Hot Topic looking for a band T-shirt.
Yeah.
Bitch barked at me
Why?
because I was looking at like band T-shirts and I was, and then I went to like this other. It was an Ed, Edd and Eddie T-shirt, and I was like, I'm getting that shit. Then I was like, I can't remember,
Yeah.
but like Carter started saying something, and then I kind of just like lost focus, and it was like looking at this girl, and then she just started barking at me. It was like, ew, and like,
But why you bark at me? Dude,
so I kind of walked out of the store and like away, like
What?
really far away, and then just kind of like watched her leave and like went back in to go buy the T-shirt.
dude, I have something to talk about after this, but elementary people are screwed up for some reason and
do you
making
mean?
animal noises and like barking at people. Me and
Just little kids, bro.
dude, I know, but like I guess there's a stage where you grow out of that. But every single time me and Wes like
that
go
girl
to
was
the
like
elementary
definitely
school,
older than me. She barked at me in the Hot Topic.
because we have relatives that work there, and we're cruising out them, and there's at least like 2 kids that'll like either shoulder check us or just start barking at us, and then there's like a group of girls that are like stupid teenagers every
teenagers.
single day,
and it really
It wears me
my,
down.
wears down on my
it
self-esteem.
hurts me. But dude, I had a realization today.
What?
I was getting ready. I was supposed to be at Ariana's house at 10 a.m. this morning for our date, and Grandma's like, hello, I'm gonna come and talk to you for about 30 minutes. And I was like, okay. So I ended up being like 30 minutes late for our date and stuff.
Oh my god.
And
She
so
should've broke up
on
with
the
you right
on the way
there.
we were driving, there's a highway that we went there. Big ass truck out of nowhere swerves into our lane and just starts driving down like our lane,
Yeah.
like the front lane.
Oh,
and, like,
he was driving at you?
yes, like just legit speeding at us at 55 miles an hour, and like we dove out of the way in time. But that makes me think. The reason they swerved was because the guy in front of them immediately stopped in a highway.
Yeah.
With no reason to stop. So like I get why they did that, but like they swerved into our lane, and thank God that my mom is a defensive driver and was like just super calm about it, not breaking focus, and just like and just like
Dude,
got out of the way.
Carter's like that, and my grandma is like that, and it's the scariest shit
so
ever.
scary.
Because anytime
Yeah.
we're about to like fucking die, my grandma's like, "Wee!" She says "wee," dude, and it's like we just escaped death, and she's like "wee." I guess because you know, she usually has like the children in the car, like,
Yeah.
so she goes "wee," and like
Oh my God.
it's scary as shit because I know we're about to
No.
like perish.
But the weirdest thing though was I got in the car and I had a feeling for some reason, and I go, well, my dog was in the front seat with me, and I was like, I need to hold on to Mabel because I don't feel like she's safe right now in this. So I end up just holding on to Mabel tighter because I'm like, for some reason I do not feel good right now. I feel
had
like something is going
like
on.
an instinct.
It was a weird instinct and she's run the front before. I've had her in the front seat, and you know I've been worried about like obviously her in there without like a doggy seatbelt type deal. But like today was really weird. Today I was like, I need to hold her. Something is going to happen. Like it was a thing. I have OCD. We'll go over that in a future video. But you know, like, so I'm used to random things like fucking with me. So, but I'm like, okay, I'll listen to myself. So I'm picking her up and I'm holding her tight. Big ass truck swerves and tries to fucking murder me. And you know, I held on to Mabel, and Mabel would have hit her face on the dashboard and like seriously gotten hurt. So you know,
That's stuff like that's weird.
It's very weird. I'm glad I can document this and like actually remember it.
About it.
You know, stuff like that. Some weird just happened though.
We had to cut and start again because my sister's car alarm just went off.
Yeah, out of nowhere, and her car does not have a panic button at all. Like it wouldn't just automatically go out unless you know it's being
My
robbed.
thing is, if there was a burglar and he tried to steal a car and he heard a car alarm, it's like
It's probably gone.
10:50. He ran away. So
You know, but that was freaky. That was very.
and plus it's a really old car. I'd expect it to do that kind of stuff.
You know, I hope it was
Anyway,
fake.
but
There wasn't. Burglar man was about to burgle me and stuff.
see where we're at. I don't know, man. That kind of
It
Kinda
threw us
shook me.
off.
Kinda
So
shook.
I'm sorry about us
Yeah.
being shook for the rest of this. But another thing we can talk about is that we have our assessment coming up. So hopefully, wish us luck.
region marching assessment.
We have been working pretty hard for the past couple of months. So I hope you give us some good words and stuff.
Wish us good luck.
Wish us good luck and
It's
wish
a
Wes
pretty-
good
it's-
luck on his job.
Oh yeah, hopefully I get it.
You haven't. You don't know.
I'm very confused. I really hope they just give me the job and I can work up front and talk to flute person. I don't want to say her name.
No, but that'd be good. Dude, I really hope I didn't get gypped by the guy at McDonald's and he was like, yeah, bro, I'll turn in your application, and then just like threw it in
Did
the
he
trash.
say that?
Yeah. I was like, hey man, where I turn in an application? He goes, bro, I got you. And he took it and went somewhere. So
Who was
I
this
really.
person?
He was one of the cashier dudes.
Put it in the trash can.
So I hope,
Bro, I got you.
I hope
He looks at
didn't-
you. He's like, "Hey, look at this," and he's like, puts it in the trash can.
Throws it in like a shredder. Dude, speaking of that, have you seen a shredder in a while? My grandma used to have one.
Who the
I
hell
used
has
to love
shredders
one.
anymore?
Dude, my grandma used to
But
have
they're
one.
my favorite thing ever.
They're awesome. I used to love shredders.
Bro.
My grandma was a cool grandma. She was a judge. I don't think I've gone over her in this.
Do you mean the judge?
Yeah.
You don't tell me a lot of things.
I've
probably said it before.
I've said it before, but anyways, her maiden name, or not maiden name, her last name was Warden. And every single time she went to her courtroom, they would go, you're about to be heard by Judge Warden, and that is a terrifying name. Like you
That's
want
terrible, bro.
you want a Judge Binkeldunker or like a Judge Freed, Judge Cool Guy,
Judge Cool Guy Mick lets people off.
Judge McLovin. You know you want a good picking.
McLovin.
But no, she was an awesome lady, and you know what I remember? I remember going to her office works and loving the escalators. Have you? I'm going
escalators. Where were the escalators at?
In her courtroom.
What?
Yeah,
There's escalators.
this thing
in
was
that?
huge. I think
There's still escalators in there.
there's still escalators.
Escalators? I didn't even
This
know
this
that
building is
escalators
huge.
existed in this town.
I believe it had like 87. This was not in this town. This was in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, my dumbass.
It had 87 stories, so I think it technically was a skyscraper. Which was really
I don't know how
cool.
you determine skyscraper. That sounds like skyscraper.
Tall.
Big.
No, but it was really cool. And I'm going to assume you guys have had a magnificent escalator experience in your life. And if you haven't, it is beautiful. You probably won't enjoy it as much as I did, but it's awesome. I have a special thing for escalators from that day.
Dude, I used to, the mall.
We have
That we used to have.
a mall that used to
It's
have
like it used to be like it was like an hour or two
and then it
away
got
from us.
absolutely raped by a tornado.
Got hit by a tornado, but they had the escalators, and
Mhm.
I would have my grandma just like take me to the mall to ride the escalators sometimes.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
just let me ride the escalators. It was the escalators and the elevators. The escalator was S tier, elevator.
Oh, you know what else I
probably
like?
an A
I
tier.
like those like spinning doors that you have to walk
Oh,
into.
spinning
They
doors are
spin.
fun. I've accidentally hit somebody with those before, and that was not funny. I ran
Yeah,
away.
If you try to have more than just like the one guy in there, it's kind of
Yeah. Then it's a bit hectic. But like, it was a really, really cool experience to be in that place. There I am. I'm just playing games in Grandma's office.
What
She's
were
like,
you playing?
Fun brain probably.
Oh,
And
were you playing on our computer?
and she was like, "Honey, I'll be right back." And I was like, "Okay, what are you gonna do, Grandma?" And she's like, "Stuff." And she was like, judging a person's life and
Whoa,
about to
really?
put them in like prison and stuff. Yeah, well, she was a judge.
Well, but was she judging like
I don't.
putting someone on death
I don't
row?
know exactly what she judged. I think she was actually a property judge person that did like.
Oh, like
I think it was petty crimes. It
petty
was
crimes.
stuff like that. It
That's the
wasn't.
kind of if I ever wanted to be a judge, that'd be it.
Yeah, it's not like the I condemn you to death crimes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It was
'Cause
the
Petty crimes like that, I always like just feel bad for like some of the people
yeah.
because like sometimes they have like
They have rough experiences,
yeah.
and then they're like, "It was the system. The system
did
set
it
me
to
up."
me. Yeah.
But it was a weird experience to have her go down there. She was doing big cool stuff. Here I am playing Fun Brain with my Boba Fett action figure.
Dude, I so wish Funbrain was like it was. I
Mm.
tried to get on it the other day.
I can't even play the games on Fun
Dude,
Brain. They
it's
just
all
give
pay
you
to
a
win
bio
now.
of it. It doesn't make
It's
sense.
all pay to win now.
That's so dumb. Fun
By
Brain.
pay
is
to win,
cool.
I mean like buy places. I don't know. I assume everyone that's hearing this has
Yeah.
played Funbrain before. If you haven't,
The
then
three gods of like
what
elementary
is your
school.
what was your
Fun Brain, Cool Math, and probably like the low tier Huda Math.
Yeah.
But dude, I used to have a Boba Fett action figure that I would bring to Grandma's office, and I was like, pew, 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 pew.
I was never a Star Wars guy.
Dude, I was like, I had
I just didn't
Lego.
understand it. I thought it was kind of silly.
I'll tell you about a Lego deal I had because I was really into Legos. But I would go into the
Oh, I like Legos.
the printing room to where all these people are printing important documents and stuff.
You print pictures of
And
Star Wars people.
Grandma was like, "Come in here, honey." And it's one of those things to where it lifts up and you like place a document in there and then slam it down and then it prints it. Like, I'll give
A
you guys an
printing press?
example.
Are you talking about a printing press?
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Minions? The Minion movie?
The
Or
Minion-
Despicable Me? You know where he prints his ass on that photo projector?
What the hell are you
it was
talking
one of
about?
those things. Yeah, somebody will get it.
Oh,
But
a Xerox?
I don't know.
It's where like you
you can like put
it's-
your hand on it and it prints your
it
hand.
scans it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's a Xerox. I
But
think.
anyways, I would like they'd be like, "Son, I need to print important documents. I'll save this man's life." And I'm like, "Hey,
Hand.
Grandma, can I put Boba Fett on here so I can get a picture of Boba Fett?" And she was like, "Yeah," and it was awesome, dude.
Very, very, very cool beans. I
My
like
my
that.
grandma was a cool lady.
What happened?
It was a very very sad story. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about it, but she was diagnosed with ALS, which
Yeah.
is like a kicker, and sadly she had one of the highest forms of it. It was very aggressive, and it ended up taking her life. But
Yeah.
she did a lot in the time that she had, and it was really cool. In her house, cool thing about it was their neighbors had a koi pond, And I would just like
Dude.
look over it, and I'd see koi fish, and I'd be like, koi fish.
I want a koi pond. That's how you know that you've made it when you have a koi pond.
When you have a koi pond.
Yeah.
You don't need a house, just a koi
koi
pond.
pond.
And then you swim with them.
You swim
That's what I would do. I would swim with them.
You probably wouldn't do that.
What if
you
they
could
were-
actually kill one and they're like $700 each?
What
or
if
some
they
stupid
revolt
shit?
and they like try to grab my limbs and drag me under?
They're not that big.
They aren't that big. They can get pretty big.
Some of them get pretty big, but like the ones that you're gonna put in a koi pond, they're not gonna get that big.
Dude. Yeah. But anyways, she I don't know what happened. I was at their house for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Grandma, I'll go to bed. Santa Claus, come. Santa's gonna come. And I just like, upstairs, and then just lay in bed, and I'm just, I can't sleep. I'm just woke.
Dude, I still today
Not-
do that during
I still
Christmas. I
can't.
just can't sleep
You just
because I'm
can't.
like, I'm gonna get money in the morning.
You're like, when's Santa coming? When's Santa? Carrots on the counter, milk and cookies.
Carrots.
Carrots for the reindeer, Wes.
Oh.
Milk and cookies right
Santa's
there.
gonna be up there. What the fuck is this shit, bro? You giving me a
You
carrot?
called me fat.
Oh, I'll show you something comes up to your room. Hey, hey, hey!
No present. Just starts beating you with charcoal. No, but anyways, I was just sitting there. I was like, oh, he's gonna come anytime soon. And guess what I hear?
What?
Top of the roof.
Top roof.
Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh, Santa. I don't know what happened or who was doing it. If it was Santa, it might have been Santa.
I don't think it was Santa.
Somebody was just doing the jingles.
It was definitely Santa.
Somebody
Yeah,
was
it
just
Santa.
doing the jingles on the rooftop, and I was like, oh my god, I have to go to sleep, or Santa's gonna get pissed at me and not give me presents. And I
Why
was
didn't
like,
you go look in the living room?
because I don't want Santa to catch me. He's gonna be like, you've been a naughty boy, and then
No,
like,
he won't. He'd be like, go back to bed, or else I swear to God, I will punch you in the face.
go back to bed. But anyway,
Oh, you tired?
yeah.
Tired little yawning boy.
So anyways, I'm like,
I had a big night today.
I gotta sleep, and then I just went to sleep, and I woke up in the morning, and I was like, Dad, you will not believe it.
You will not believe this shit.
I
Are you ready for this shit?
I've had so many occurrences
Santa
of that.
was on top of the roof.
Dude, one night I was at my other grandma's house, and I was like, I gotta stay up all night. And me and Cameron, my brother, were like, we're gonna catch Santa. We're gonna catch
How
him.
much older than he is you?
5 years.
5 years. So how old were you at the time? Probably 5?
6.
6. So he was
Yeah.
11. That's still in the range.
So I was like, I was camping the stairs. I was right there. I was like, Santa's coming any minute now, and I fell asleep. and I told all of our friend group. You probably don't like remember it because it was so
because
long
I wasn't
ago.
friends with you at that
No,
time.
you.
and
I
y'all
told
always,
you. I
you always talk
specifically-
about
specifically remember telling
times that
you.
when I wasn't friends
But anyways,
with
anyways, I was like, guys, you will not believe it.
you. You ain't gonna believe
Santa
this shit.
hit me with a sleep dart. He knew I was awake. He saw me and sleep darted me. I was done. Trank darted my
He tranked you.
ass.
He tranked you.
Dragged me downstairs, put me into bed. I was like,
It
morning
was
time.
one of those things where you like fell asleep and woke up in your bed.
Yeah. I was like, dude, he tranked me. He tranked me
I
good.
think it was your mom. She picked you up.
She did. She told me she picked me up, but in the moment I was like, holy
No.
shit. Holy moly.
Did Santa tell you to do that?
He yeah. you
I bet
working
you,
for
you
him?
and Santa were working together.
Yeah.
You and Santa were in cahoots.
Dude, I cried that year
Why?
because I didn't get enough presents and I was a bitchy kid.
How many presents did you get?
I got like 4, and it was like the whole family reunion, and all my other like cousins got like
Well, what'd
20
you get?
presents and
What
stuff.
would you get?
Toys. And I was,
Well, if you got like 4 presents and the toys, and
Yeah.
like everyone else got more than you, that's understandable for a kid.
dude, I was like really sad and like just started crying, and mom was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "I got like 4 presents." And you know,
Just be grateful.
Be grateful. And so,
Dude,
next year they got me a lot more presents because I cried.
cry like a bitch.
Cried like a bitch. This year I got a hat.
I know that, what is it? Shoot. Okay, one Christmas I was going over to my grandma's house, right? iPod 4 just came out, right? Already came out like the year before, and I was like, Grandma, I'm 8 now. I can have that now. I'm old enough to get an iPod 4, right? So I go over to her house. She gives me a Boy Scouts popcorn box. And I'm like,
baby.
and she was like, there you go, that's your present. And I was like, I got popcorn. I was like, I was teary-eyed, but I was like, I gotta act like, Mom was like, we're taking a picture. I was like, I was really trying to hold it together.
Hold the cry in.
Luckily, when I opened the box, guess what was
an
inside?
iPhone 4.
iPod 4 was in that bitch.
Dude, we had a family iPod. Everybody else had a family computer and stuff, but we were like Family iPod.
Family iPod.
Dude, I remember. I got on YouTube, and I was like,
Big
oh my
boob,
god.
boob, tit, boob.
No, I was like, Minecraft.
Minecraft, big boob.
Dude, I listened to Don't Mine at Night like 600 times, and Mom came in, and I was like, I was like, Mom, it says heck in this song. Mom, please don't take the iPod away from me. Please, freaking,
take the
please
iPod
don't.
from you?
She was like, I don't care. You're like 6.
You can say heck.
You can say heck. And, no, she didn't even say that. She was like, I know you're smart enough not to say those words. And I was like,
okay, yeah.
I won't say heck, Mom. I won't.
Dude,
won't.
I remember when there was a time.
They watched Joe Dirt in front of me though, so I don't think like.
Dude, I watched Joe Dirt at like a friend that used to live down the street, and like, you know, me, my brother and sister, we were all friends with him, and like we went there, watched Joe Dirt, and like my sister was like, I'm telling her, I guess, yeah, watch that.
I'm telling you.
She always made those empty I'm telling on you threats.
Yeah.
And she probably just forgot about it, you know. But shit, I was gonna say something though.
I think there was always a kid that was like, I'm going to tell. And in the situation of my family, that was me.
Well, yeah, because you had like 3 older brothers.
Because I was getting ganged on by like kids that are 5 years older than me. So here's my scrawny 6-year-old, but where like they're like 13-year-old testosterone-filled bodies about to like throw me down the stairs.
Was it one of your brothers? You were like, "Hey, what's up?"
Dude, one of my brothers had a bad day, and dude, I was making a sandwich in the kitchen. I was like, "Hey Ben, did you have a good day?" And he just grabs me by the throat and like picks me up and just like chokeholds me for 5 seconds. I'm like, Ben, stop. Just
Make a
down.
sandwich. Make a sandwich.
He just put me down and just like went to his room, and I was like,
Why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that? And then like my other brother, Cameron, I was like, Cameron, I took all the bed sheets off the bed so we could do caterpillars.
Get the fuck out of my room.
And we could like roll up, and he was like, bro, let's do it. And he rolled me up. He rolled me up in like 10 layers of blankets. And I was like, okay, Cameron, can you get me out? I can't get out. He was like, no. And I was like, funny, Cameron. And he left for like 5 minutes. And then he ended up leaving for 2 hours, and I had to wait until Mom got home. And I
really couldn't get out of there?
No, I couldn't.
You were just so weak.
I was like
weak
6,
boy.
and I was like crying the whole time, and Mom was like, "What are you?" She's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm stuck in a blanket.
Stuck in a blanket.
Dude, I was like, I think me and my siblings were pretty chill. I'm just, cause me and Carter, like,
I had a,
you know, he's my older brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's older brother Carter, right? You know, but I think the only thing we fought over was like him anytime, cause like, you know, he's my older brother, so he's better stuff than me, and like we played the PlayStation 2, right?
Yeah.
And you know, he'd win, and then like one time I'd win, he'd be like, "Nah, man, we got to rematch because that one didn't count because like you can't press that button or some shit." And I'd be like, "No, but I won though," and he's like, "No, it doesn't count." And I'm like, "But I won."
I would button mash in Mortal Kombat, and like right before I would win, or like to where I'd go into the like fatality screen, Cameron would just like turn out the Xbox, and I would just be like,
oh, I remember this was like the first birthday party I went to of yours that you invited to me in the bathroom of the 4th grade.
Yes,
we talked
sir.
about that last time, but our friend Riley, he was I think it was.
There's just a lot of kids.
It was a different person. I can't remember who it was, but we had the new Mortal Kombat X had just came out, right?
Yeah.
And
no, it was 9. It was 9.
No, you had 9 in one room on your Xbox 360.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then we had
X
Cameron's PlayStation 4 playing X, and like we were all in
Nobody
4th grade.
could do the fatalities.
No one could do the fatalities, and like Riley like was like getting pissed off that he couldn't like do it on X, and then someone like put an execution on him, and he flipped the fuck out. It was insane. I also remember I made a good impression on you, cause you put because Cameron, I think he came and got his PlayStation out of there, but we plugged up your Xbox 360. No one could beat Goro. Guess who came and beat Goro?
Wes came and beat Goro.
I was like Scorpion, because I was like Mortal Kombat 9 was like, you know, the first like, because my mom was really weird about that stuff. Like I couldn't play like T and M rated games for like a long time.
My mom said that she's like no gory games, and then I was playing like Black Ops 2 at 6, and she's like, okay.
In 4th grade, I think the only reason I had got like Mortal Kombat 9 was just because kind of didn't tell my parents that it was a whole.
Yeah.
They didn't kind of.
Oh, gory.
They didn't understand. I mean, my dad did, but that's why I only told my mom. My mom didn't understand game ratings that well.
What does T mean?
So I just had her get me Mortal Kombat 9, and my dad was like, "Hey, that's," and I was like, "Yep." and they got it for my birthday, and he didn't know what they got, and he was like, "Hey, but you can't take it back at that point." So I played the shit out of it, and I was like, Scorpion was my main because fourth grader. His name's Scorpion. That's like a cool name, right?
I was really sad after that birthday party.
Why?
Because, dude,
bro, that was like the time of my life. Like I had no friends.
No, I was really happy about that, but then like 2 years later, or no, actually it was like 2 years from now, Cameron was like, dude, remember your birthday party? And I was like, yeah, it was really fun. And he goes, one of those kids at those parties was talking mad shit about you. Like, at the party, somebody was apparently doing that.
I think I know who it was.
And Cameron went up to them and goes, you talking shit about my brother? Do you want to get out of here? And then apparently they were like, no.
I think I know who it was.
I don't know who it is still.
I don't want to say their name,
Yeah.
but
Dude, but jeez.
I definitely know who. I for sure know who it was.
But it's just funny. It's probably my bad for inviting random people that I found in the bathroom, but that's how I met Wes, so that was
how
awesome.
They met me, bro. And then the next birthday party I got invited to, and they went to the bouncy castle place.
And that was...
I didn't get to go, and I was crying like a bitch. And I just showed up at Connor's house and they were like on their way back, and Cameron was at the house, and I was like, "Where's Connor at?" He's like, "Downstairs," and he wasn't downstairs. I think he was... My dad had brought me up there, and I'm pretty sure he thought Cameron was your dad.
Funny. Dude.
This is the way he talked to him, but so I was just sitting downstairs in the dark waiting for y'all to come back. It was the most awkward thing ever.
That was fun, though.
And then the next year, the same shit happened, except...
I did the same birthday party for, like, 4
And I never
years.
got to go to that damn bouncy
Have
castle
you
place.
still not gone to it?
No, because I had to go to my nanny's or some...
Every single
my
year,
grandma's.
he would have to go to his nans.
Or have to do, like, something stupid. Like, that's just in the way.
He would always miss out on it. And it was so dumb. Because, like, my birthday parties have always been, go to cool bouncy house, but it closed down, sadly.
Yeah.
But then, swim! Because that's the only thing we can do!
Because he lives on the lake.
And it's just like, swim. Yes!
Swim, eat cake.
And swimming's awesome. Except for when you've done it for the 8th year in a row, and you're like, I can't wait to swim again.
Usually, my parents will
swim.
take me, like, to a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably an hour away, because that's the only nice restaurants are, like, an hour
And
away.
I genuinely, birthdays now, I just want to hang out with people.
I just want to, like, hang out with my friends and
Yeah.
eat crawfish.
Eat crawfish.
Oh,
It's
dude,
not
I remember
about-
I was only allowed to, like, invite 2 people, so...
Mhm.
And you were in Georgia, so I couldn't have you come, so I had Riley and our another friend, Braden, come.
Just gizzled down some
No,
crawfish.
I wasn't allowed 3 people, but, like, you couldn't come, and I didn't know who else to invite. Me and Braden got crawfish, and, it's, like, a lot of food,
Easy
and Riley
guzzle
got,
the
like,
crawfish.
a dry piece of chicken, and I just felt so fucking bad for him.
It's pretty funny, though. Dude. Have you had any bad restaurant experiences?
Bad restaurant?
Yeah. Like some horrible wrong has happened.
No, not really. I think
I've had...
Oh, yeah, actually, it was like this place that had opened up, like, in our town, recently, and I went in there, and it was shitty as fuck. They had, like, tables that you bring out, like, on Thanksgiving at your own house, like, if you know what I'm talking about, if that makes any
Like
sense.
the little plastic one. The plastic white one.
They'd have those, and then they had, like, a bunch of random-ass chairs, like, that didn't match. Like, none of the chairs were the same.
Yeah.
Which wasn't really a problem, but they only had a buffet open, and most of the sodas that they had were flat, and then the buffet was like garbage because there was only like green beans.
Dude.
And then we couldn't get any food, so we just left. And it's so awkward doing that.
No, my bad restaurant experiences has been with people that, if they mess up my order, I'm not going to say anything. Because that's too much interaction, and I don't want to make them hate me and
if someone
spit
messes up
my
my order,
food.
I'm like, hey, could you
I'm
that
fine
real
with
quick? Thank you,
people being like
please.
that, but my family is the type of people to go,
this shit's wrong.
hey, you messed up my order.
Be like really rude about it.
Yeah.
That's how my mom is sometimes, unintentionally, I think.
Like one time they were like, my mom ordered mahi mahi, and she's a big fish person, and she goes, this isn't mahi mahi. And she was like, yeah, it was, our sailor gave it to it. And she was just like, no, it isn't. They lied to you. And she made the person inspect the fish himself, and ended up like actually helping the store a lot because the sailor was selling them fake fish.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was just like some trash fish that they named mahi mahi.
Well,
Trash fish is the term for common fish.
It's like a fluke.
Yeah, so that was actually a good instance, but another bad instance is when they're like, you got this wrong. And they're just like, oh man, what do you want us to do? Make me another. And then you just sit there awkwardly because you don't, I mean,
you're like,
you know, it's not the waiter's fault.
It's not the waiter's fault. I always feel bad for waiters and how like my mom treats them. Like, sometimes, like, unintentionally, she'll like be rude, and like I have before. I haven't told her, but like after like we're done eating, I go up to her and I apologize because like I just feel bad. Because like, you know, because some 16-year-old, 17-year-old has their first job.
Yeah, he's working hard, living on tips.
And like, you know, I'm around that age, so I'm like, you know,
because the chef messing up the order makes the waiter not get paid, and it's sad. You know,
makes the waiter get a bad tip. Usually, I mean, and sometimes you'll have a nervous waiter that like, you know, I feel bad for them because
I don't think you should be able to be paid off of tips. That is not something that should happen. I think that system is dumb.
Dude, have you seen like restaurants that like
some people give good tips? Mr. Beast comes in your store, you're pretty set. But like, you know,
says that one guy that he gave like a penny to because they got water. Remember that video? It don't matter, but it's fine.
Yeah, but like, you know, I feel like waiters, they do get a salary. It's not that much at all.
And you know,
I believe it's
but they
below
like
minimum.
they work on tips usually. There's some restaurants that like they take the tips for themselves, like the owners take the tips.
Yeah, well,
so
like
really, and then just like
the tip system in itself is a good system, but nobody knows how it works. And the thing
isn't it
about
you're supposed
tips,
to pay 21%?
It's 7% of your meal.
7? I thought it was like 21 or something.
It is. You are supposed to pay 7% of your meal, but nobody does that because they're not.
Well, I mean, if it's more of a high price meal, I think you gotta pay more. But like,
yeah, but like, I just think, I believe tips should be mandatory. I think if that happens,
but no one pays them.
But nobody pays them, and I don't think it's right because that's their salary, and they're not making money off of that. And like, if you don't have the money to tip, I can understand.
You know, if you buy like a $10 meal, right, and you just can't really afford to tip, you know, that's a different situation. But if like ordering like $200 meals for like a bunch of people, you know, you got get your family eating out, and you leave like $6 on the table, and like they know you have more money than that on you. I mean, that's not cool.
Like, I remember,
and you might like say, "Oh, well, I don't have any cash. I only have card." You can add it to the card. Like, you can add it,
dude. One time, I was on a field trip with Riley for like GT or something.
Where's GT?
It's like the Highgate program and Gifted and Talented.
Okay, well, okay, yeah.
But like, anyways, we went to Pizza Hut and we decided to be nice for this waiter person because she was being really good. So like, our entire table, $1 down. You know, we tipped a good bit for what we had.
How many people were at your table?
Like 10.
Probably like 10. So like $10. I mean, that's good.
And there's this kid named Jerry. We've talked about Jerry before. Jerry.
No, I don't think. Yeah, he pushed me over when I had a broken ankle, and I was on a scooter.
Madman Jerry picks up all the tip money and pockets it as we're leaving. I guess the cogs weren't turning, and he thought that like we let that for him.
What did you do about it?
Well, I didn't do anything about it because I didn't know. I think Riley told me after it was done. I was like,
why didn't you do something? What?
Like, he pocketed all of the tip money. Why? That was a good bit. We left like $5 each. Or not 5, like some of us left 5, some of us left 1. It was, you know,
so
it was a good $25 probably. Why?
I thought you said you only got $1 each. I was like, they're $10.
$10 is still good. That's still $10.
It's still $10 for a Pizza Hut meal.
Just why? Just steal the tip.
Listen, Jerry is, you know, he's special needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's why he didn't say anything.
I just think that's a funny story.
But he needs to say.
It was like, come on, man. We talked to him.
He shouldn't have been on that field trip with y'all in the first place.
He put $1 down. That's what I don't get.
What?
He put $1 down. It's not the fact of him not knowing. It's the fact that he put $1 down and then proceeded to take everybody's money after everybody left.
No one saw it. It just Riley saw it.
Because he waited for people to leave. I think he did it intentionally.
Oh my gosh! But
You can't.
What are you gonna
can't
say to
assume.
him? Give the money back?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not going to. Okay.
I mean, I guess you could tell, you know, your teacher or whatever, or whoever was like monitoring.
Yeah, I remember on that field trip, we hyped it up for like 3 months. We were like, pizza eating contest. Whoever wins is going to be the awesome pizza eating contest.
Bro, I would destroy you in a pizza eating
Dude,
contest.
we were all eating it. There's like 4 competitors,
Yeah.
and like one of the kids named Aiden there just doused like one of the other competitors like pizza with pepper without him knowing it, and he bit it into it, and he threw up all of his pizza.
Who was that?
That was Gabriel,
Oh my gosh.
dude, that one of our kids at school, and dude, he threw up everywhere, like in the trash can.
That kind of ruined the pizza eating contest.
I don't know if it was like pepper or salt, but like, oh, dude,
Ugh.
I can't.
Oh, you know what it was? It's probably like pepper flakes that people put
Yeah,
on pizza.
dude, but ooh,
Mm-mm.
But anyways,
I never thought those tasted good on pizza, but I'm more of a Parmesan man.
I do.
Or honestly,
tried
nothing.
pepper flakes.
I don't really need anything on my
I don't
pizza.
put anything. I used to put Parmesan on my like Pizza Hut pizza with the
then,
little
like-
thing they gave you.
It gets stuck in your mouth when you take a bite.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it.
I don't know. Someday I just grew out of the Parmesan.
Grew out of the Parmesan face.
You know what's the one thing we need here?
What?
More grocery stores. I think not no small ones, like big ones. I want a Kroger. I think not a Kroger. Not a
We
Kroger.
don't want a Kroger. We
What do we want?
need a Sam's Club.
A Sam's Club would be awesome.
Dude, I like buying in bulk.
Dude, they have a Sam's Club
And
in
like
Georgia.
you
and
buy
it's awesome.
you buy a membership at the Sam's Club and you feel entitled when you're there.
I think you have to have a membership.
Yeah,
to
you
Sam's
do,
Club.
and you feel like,
Yeah.
scan my card.
So Sam's
coming
Club.
in.
Cool thing about it is it's like a warehouse, basically. Is
Buy
that
from
is
the
that how
ware-
you?
Yeah, you just like buy from the.
It's
in
like you
bulk.
buy from the seller. You get it for cheap and you get it for bulk. It's really
And the one
cool.
that's like an hour away from us or whatever, that one is like it has a restaurant in it, kind of.
Yeah. Most of them are equipped with like a deli who sells baked goods, and it's really awesome. Sales Club.
A deli that
Sam's
sells
Club.
baked goods.
It's like a deli and the baked goods beside it.
Yeah.
Sam's Club, 10 out of 10 grocery store.
Tell you
Walmart is probably an 8 out of 10. Walmart's good.
I'll tell you
Very
what's a good
resourceful.
like store that's like Walgreens. I like Walgreens.
Walgreens are good. I like Walgreens.
I like Walgreens like,
It's basic and to the point.
and they have their own brands in there, so
Mm-hmm.
that's like cheaper.
Walgreens knows what you want, and you get what you want at Walgreens. But I
And they
think
usually have pharmacies in them.
Walmart, basic. You get what you need there. You have the basic necessities at Walmart, and, you
And
get
that's the
some-
only store that we have
and
because
then-
you know it's a little
yeah.
hick town.
And then there's some like, other cool stuff sometimes, but usually not. Like,
Get some cool toys.
like you'll see stuff there, and you'll be like, Walmart has so much stuff. But if you ever like say, hey, I want this item, they never have it. Like I
Yeah.
wanted like an audio cord for a headset, and I was like, they have to have it in the electronics section.
They have
Zero.
their electronics section isn't the best,
Yeah,
but I mean it's Walmart.
but I mean, yeah, you can't really expect more.
I'd
than
want an
that.
electronics store. You know, I don't think not a Best Buy. I don't like Best Buys.
Best Buys aren't that bad.
No, they
Well, wait,
overcharge
those-
everything.
No, they overcharge everything. I take that back. Best Buys are cool because they have a lot of stuff, but they
I'll
overcharge
tell you what
way too much.
I don't like, and this is very controversial. I don't like GameStop.
You know, in GameStop,
All of their shit, everything is overpriced in there. You can't buy shit.
yeah, I
without
agree
being
with
like-
that. But I like looking at GameStop.
Yes.
GameStop is very visually appealing.
Let me tell you, there's this place. It's about an hour away from us. It's called Game Exchange.
Mhm.
That's a good fucking store.
Dude, I think
They
GameStop
have literally any game ever.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Marvel versus Capcom game
Yeah.
that like just came out for like $20, and when it was like like $60 retail. And no, it was the $80 because it was like the advanced version.
Yeah.
They came out. It was like $20. I bought that. I resold it for like $80 on eBay.
That's broke. No, but that's pretty cool.
Oh, and they
I
also
feel-
have like movies in there and stuff.
I feel like discs are gonna go out of fashion for games.
Well, yeah, they're gonna do that digital download stuff.
Because I think, yeah, there's too much digital download in the store.
But it's
and with
it's
the-
honestly digital downloading like games is like it's the best method,
Yeah,
and
it is really cool.
it beats
And it's-
having to like go to the store, or, like go out of your way, or wait like
And
an
it-
extended amount of days to like purchase it online and wait for it to come in.
I feel bad for the
You get it
disc
instant.
because Microsoft and the people are realizing that it's easier to sell it through your own domain and have a less tax fee from selling it on the Microsoft store
Yeah.
than having it shipped to GameStop and selling it from there to where you get like half the profit.
Or like you have to go all the way to Walmart, buy it, or
Yeah.
you could like buy it online from Amazon.
Short story short, they make a lot more money selling it on their own store.
I'll tell you what though, they still have GTA 5 for like $40.
I don't get that. I don't know why.
And that's
GTA
like
5.
there's certain instances where you want to look other places before you buy games, but like
Yeah. Dude, GTA 5's been out for so long. I don't understand how in the world it's that good.
bro,
It holds
Xbox
up
360,
good.
GTA 5, Xbox One, GTA 5, Xbox Series, GTA 5.
Literally, still.
It never ends.
They're like, guys, in the new gen of Xbox, we can load things so quickly. And, like, the
GTA 5.
representative of that was GTA 5. Like, I don't... It's a good game, don't get me
And it still
wrong.
has a big player
It
base.
still has a huge player base. Sadly, though, it's not like before. You can't get in the lobby without getting blown up by a fly dude on a bicycle.
So you have to,
You have
use
to
like
make your own lobby and
little
stuff.
testnet
and
type
stuff.
lobbies on
That's-
Xbox.
Yeah, basically cheat your way into like your own lobby. But it's still a fun game to play. You know, GTA 6 when we're 30, hopefully comes out.
Hopefully.
And then maybe we'll be able to stop the train.
Dude, I remember back when I still had, just a PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Still had the PlayStation 4 and I hadn't gotten an Xbox yet. I was telling Riley that like I'm getting one for Christmas, man, and I didn't get one that Christmas. I got it like a couple Christmases later.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna get GTA 5. He's like, but I was like, I don't know if I want to get it because it might not be relevant anymore. And he's like, no, it probably won't. And then 2 years later, still bopping. I get it. Another 2 years later, and then up till now, still popping. It's insane how that game is just still alive.
Riley has some magical luck with meeting famous YouTubers. I don't know if you've ever heard of that from him. Like, dude.
What did
I'll talk about the Naked Zombo stuff in a second.
Naked Zombo.
But dude, Riley was like, my favorite YouTuber, Vanos Gaming. I love Vanos Gaming, GTA roleplay. And dude, he was just chilling one night. And he joins a game with Vanos and just starts playing. Was it not Vanos?
It was Louis Caliber.
It was Louis, yeah. My favorite YouTuber, Louis Caliber. He would not stop talking about this dude and doing the Louis Caliber voice that he made and stuff. Total fanboy of Louis
Just
Caliber.
joined his lobby,
right?
bro, and he just
joined
talked to
his
Louis
lobby.
Caliber.
And he just got in a game with him and just played like literally for a couple hours. And Louis Caliber was like, "Hey, thanks for the cool lobby. That was actually pretty fun." And dude, he bragged this about us for like 2 months, by the way.
Very
but,
deservingly.
Very deservingly.
Yes.
And then I was getting really into Ark Survival Evolved, which is a game for no lives. And dude,
one of my friends, he also plays 2-bit. That's like he has like. I think he told me like 400 hours.
You have to commit so much to that game. But anyways, I was following this guy named Naked Zombo.
Connor would not shut up
at
about
the time.
Naked Zombo.
He was starting to actually gain a lot of traction in that community. I think he had 100K subs. You know what I'm saying? At that time, and so I'm like, dude, Naked Zombo is so cool. And Riley tweets to him on Twitter.
Because that's a joke.
And he responds within 5 minutes and he goes, "Thank you so much for watching my video."
Connor was just so
I
jealous
was so
about
mad. Because now if I tweeted him, he's probably going to be like, no. Or he might actually respond to me, I don't know. But, like, dog, that came out of nowhere. I have gotten a message from him because I basically sucked him off and I was like, I love your videos so much. Oh, dude,
I got one too, Riley.
I remember 5 years ago, I sent a message to Jacksepticeye, and I was like, Jacksepticeye, I love your videos, because I wanted to see if he would respond. And I was like, please say hi. And then 3 years later, I was like, Jack, it's been 3 years. And this year, I was like, Jack, please, it's been 5 years. I'm still waiting.
So you went from... That's a lot of years, Connor.
That's a lot of years. So I'm like, Jack, please.
Dude, I remember my Jacksepticeye face.
Jacksepticeye, please
Those are
respond.
good times, man. I miss that.
I still watch them.
I
Except
don't.
I watch his game stuff. I don't watch his meme stuff. Stuff like that.
He's in that new Ryan Reynolds movie.
What?
He's in the new Ryan Reynolds movie. I know that. I don't know how.
Is that the like gamer movie to where he's in like an NPC?
Yeah.
Hello, Jacksepticeye here.
That movie, I'm not gonna watch it, or I'm gonna watch it, but I don't think I'm gonna like it because it just looks way too much like Ready Player One.
Yeah. I don't really get the I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's fighting for because he just like puts on the glasses and he's like, I'm now a player. I don't really get it.
I don't.
It's a cool concept.
Okay, what I think what it is
for
like, you have this like town of chaos and stuff,
yeah.
And like you get points for killing and stuff like that, and then he's like is a good guy and he does good deeds and he gets points like that, and they don't like that, so they shut down the game, and they try to like revert that. The commercial wasn't. I didn't understand the commercial that well, but
it's like GTA, but like backwards. Obey the law. I mean, it sounds like a cool
it
concept.
sounds like a decent concept, but it sounds a lot like Ready Player One with a bunch of pop culture references.
Dude, a lot of people didn't like Ready Player One for some reason.
It's probably because it didn't. It didn't.
I think
it didn't closely resemble the book as much as they wanted to. Probably.
I think I know the reason. The reason
Too many
people
pop
said
culture
was that the first time you watch it, you're like, Master Chief, and you're like, that's awesome. But like the second time you watch it, you like pay attention to the plot more, and then you're not as wowed by seeing Bowser. And
I own that movie on my PlayStation.
I still like it.
I just bought it because I was like, I have some like random ass money that I can't buy a game with, so I'm gonna buy.
That movie, based up in the summary, is stimulus. you see Sonic and you're like, Sonic.
I mean, we saw it in theater together. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. It was very cool. We've had some. Oh, you want to talk about our runs in the theater? Our fantastic stories about
I think
theater experiences.
I think we should save that for the next episode.
I think we should save that for the next episode. A little teasy for you guys.
A little teaser for you about the old...
We have some stories. Some interesting things happen.
Some interesting stories about the theater.
But after our events of tonight of me coming at like 10 o'clock, us almost being robbed.
We think. Honestly, it's probably a false alarm. My sister's got a jank-ass car.
If you've watched the watch time for all the videos, it has been doing a spiral staircase of going down, but hopefully we've made it to the hour point of this, which is like where we'd like to stay.
Where we'd like
the
to
podcast.
hit. But,
I think 45 minutes is a bit too low, but it's still listenable.
That's a lot of
so.
But
So thank you guys for listening tonight, and tune back for more. Sub if you want to, and always remember, you always have time for bean time.
You always have time for bean time.
Goodbye.